If you were to bite off a kneecap, how would it look?
Woodward Sports, let's go.
And good morning. Welcome to the Morning Woodward Show, live on the Woodward Sports Network, Detroit's all-digital sports network, kicking off another week. And this is a big week for us on Friday. The grand prize finale is happening. 25K kick for crypto is going on at Imagine in Novi. And if you qualified, expect a phone call this week going over everything. Plus, you got 3 chances to qualify every day right here on the Woodward Sports Network. Your next chance coming up at 9 a.m. But first, let's get into the show. First of all, my name is Stick. Welcome to the Morning Woodward Show. To my right this morning.
Yo, what up, though? It's Corey.
And to my left.
Joey, hello.
And we have Alex making sure we look good in producer land. And everybody, a big, warm applause. And welcome back to the one, the only, Fish is here! Welcome back, Fishy!
I'm back.
Ooh, look at that color you got. You got a little sunburnt, Fish?
Hi, I wish it was sunburned. This is the most sun I got right here. No, it was a good trip. I didn't even know windburn. Have you guys heard of windburn?
Yes. You got windburn?
I never knew it was a thing.
I've never heard of windburn in my life.
Thank you, Joey. I never knew it was a thing until Monday night. I see my face red. I'm like, what the hell is that? Oh, it's windburn. I'm like, what is windburn?
Well, that's what you get for playing Pebble Beach right there on the ocean, that wind coming off, and you're golfing all day, man. You get windburn.
But I didn't know it was a thing.
First world problems,
Someone
baby.
should have warned me that Someone should have warned me that windburn was a thing.
I'm sorry, Fish. I was not aware.
Can you use sunscreen against windburn? Like, how do you protect windburn?
That I don't know.
Windscreen.
I think you got to wear like the mask over your face and everything.
And I had a hoodie both days. I chose not to put it on.
Well, you look good. You look tan. It doesn't look like a windburn. It looks tan.
Well, it was peeling off over the weekend.
How was the golf, the cigars, everything over the weekend, Fish?
The cigars were, I don't know. I didn't have any.
All right.
And the golf was good.
Nice. Well, welcome back,
weekend.
Fish. You missed an eventful week, but we're ready to rock.
We got to shout out someone, by the way.
Who?
Jeff, for doing a great job on the audio last week on the show.
Fish, you are the most humble being ever. And that leads us to, we have Jeff and we have Paige in here that will be joining the show a little bit later on. But first, I mean, are you guys excited? Because I got excited this weekend for the Detroit Tigers. And that doesn't happen often. It hasn't happened in many years. But this weekend really seemed like there was some buzz going on in the Motor City. Obviously, we sent our crew out on Saturday because they were doing their big like Tiger Fest day where Beef Stew was going to be out there from the Pistons and a whole bunch of celebrities. Let's watch this recap video that Easy put together. And then we'll get to talking about the big weekend the Tigers had, sweeping those Twins.
Play ball! Ready? What is up, everyone? We're at Comerica Park for Summer Bash 2021, and we want to find out what are the best eats in the park. Welcome to Isaac Eats. We're at the Miller Lite Stuffed Sandwiches, and it is impossible to come to Comerica Park and not eat the shawarma nachos. Shawarmas are a huge, huge part of the culture, the area. I mean, you can't go to a Detroit or a Dearborn without getting some shawarma, and the shawarma nachos are just something just so different. So we're gonna have to eat this. It is a novelty item here, but it is also just so good, so appetizing. Let's do it. So we have one of Comerica Park's biggest novelty items, the shawarma nachos. Now, instead of chips, like regular tortilla chips, the Tigers have done just a little trick. They've done these pita chips, and it's like kind of just like toasted pita bread. They've topped it with tahini. They've topped it with hummus. You got some vegetables, which I am absolutely not a fan of. and they've thrown in a pickle. So let's give this a try. This is chicken shawarma, not beef shawarma, so it's got a very distinct flavor, distinct taste. Here we go. Let's try to all get it in one bite. Sloppy as hell, just the way I like it. For the first thing I've eaten for Isaac Eats, this is fantastic. I'm giving this a 7.6.
What's up, you guys? This is Kennedy at Copa. We are going to be testing some Tigers fans' knowledge today. Let's go. All right, how many home runs is Miggy away from 500?
4,
Very close.
3, 6.
There you go! Who was the last Tiger to win an MVP?
Miguel Cabrera.
Cabrera.
Yeah, Miguel Cabrera.
Can we get a Woodward Sports let's go?
Woodward Sports, let's go!
Woodward Sports, let's go.
What is up, everyone? We are still hanging out in the food court, and we are with Detroit Lions punter Jack Fox. Jack, you have been in Detroit for a year?
Yeah, 1 year.
1 year. Tell us what your favorite food around Detroit is.
So last night I actually went to Red Coat Tavern.
Okay.
Gotta check out Red Coat Tavern, get the brasserie burger, bacon, get it medium, get some cheddar cheese on there and special sauce.
All right.
Best burger I've ever had.
So you've called yourself, you know that I am the sausage king of Detroit. I am the sausage person in this area. But you have come at me and said you are the sausage king of Royal Oak. Do you want to have a contest as the sausage king of Royal Oak versus the sausage king of Detroit? Are we going to fight over this with sausage?
Yeah, I think we should. I propose a competition. My turf, Royal Oak Farmers Market.
Oh my God.
Hit up Seymour the Sausage Man, and we'll both eat a kielbasa. Shout out Leo's Coney Island. Best chicken finger pita in town.
Woodward Sports, let's go.
Six.
Great edit, easy.
What an amazing time we had out at Comerica Park on Saturday. As you saw, Isaac is out there shooting his new food review show that we're going to premiere here on the Woodward Sports Network. Kennedy was out there. Easy was out there. Pistons Talk was out there. It was just an amazing event. And then on top of it, the Tigers produced that night, which is...
The cherry on top.
Dude, the buzz that is going on in Comerica Park right now is amazing. And, like, the team's having fun again. If you saw last night, they do this thing at Comerica Park. It's called the Simba Cam. It's where, like, all the guys or girls in the crowd with a baby, they just hold them up like Simba and the Lion King. Well, Miguel Cabrera decided to pick up a teammate and do Simba Cam. And check this out. This is what it looked like. Look at But that's what the Tigers have been missing for a while, man, is that fun. And that's what Miggy is. Like, when Miggy's rolling and the team's doing well, you're allowed to do that. When you're getting your ass kicked, it's tough. You got to have fun to make it through getting your ass kicked. But it's just, when you're winning, that stuff's just a lot more fun to do.
I think what it comes down to, honestly, is the environment, the energy that Comerica Park, or Copa, as Kennedy was saying, it was just packed. It was packed.
Yep.
I want Alex, play that video actually of the game winner to where you could actually, for the first time in years, hear the crowd in the background chanting, making noise, and it's just something that I haven't seen and felt in such a long time.
It's Miggy with the game-winning hit.
Which I thought was out.
Oh. That's amazing, man.
You hear it.
The roar of the city.
Hear it.
The best part about that, too, is like if you've ever been downtown, even if you aren't at a game and a play like that happens, because it's an open-air stadium, you hear the, like, you're like, what is going on in there? I need to get in that stadium.
You hear it all downtown, and you should right now because they're looking pretty. I don't want to say they're looking pretty good, but they're not looking as bad as we thought they were, especially with their standings right now in the AL Central and the swing they have coming up. I mean, they got a chance to make some kind of noise.
Yeah, what's up, Fish?
They had 31,624 on Saturday night.
Damn. And one of those 31,000 was Phil Koch. Did you guys see our ex-closer out there just like going nuts? I think he inspired the win. Check out Phil Koch going crazy at Comerica Park. Look at him. That's me whenever I'm at a Tigers game, by the way.
Man, that looks like him when he got that last out for the what was that, to go to the World Series in 2012. Yeah, ALCS.
Yeah.
Man, you know what? 31,000, that makes a lot of sense because downtown on Saturday was slammed. I had to go to an engagement, and I was trying to find a place to park, and I'm like, what in the world is going on down here? Seeing a guy take off his whole entire bumper with his wife and kids in the car. He looked pretty pissed.
You know when you could tell that Detroit's back to normal? Is when you can't negotiate with those parking attendants because when they were dead, these parking lots were so empty. I used to look at them and say like $10. I'm like, $5, take it or leave it. They would actually take the $5
Give me
now.
the $5.
They never used to do that before. And to say that Corey had a hard time parking downtown over the weekend is just very telling in itself.
Yeah, it's a good thing. It's a good problem to have. AJ Hinch, our new manager here, he really hasn't ever experienced Comerica Park like filled, and even the opening day he got this year, it wasn't really like the opening day that traditionally is in Detroit, but he's thankful for the fans, and this is what he had to say this weekend after the crazy fans at the game.
Let me stop you. Let's start with just saying thanks to the fans for coming out and creating a great night. I mean, obviously we had a lot of alums home, wearing the English D again. We had a bunch of fans in the stands. It was the first time that it really felt like, kind of an opening day atmosphere, a buzz in the crowd from the very beginning. A little bit of a slow game. They stayed into it, and then all on their feet at the end for the walk-off. So thanks to the fans. I know they've been waiting a long time to come into this ballpark. We're trying to earn their respect, but they really created a nice vibe for us tonight.
So overall, nice little weekend for the Tigers. They swept the Twins. Are you guys feeling the buzz now? Are you guys like more excited to go to a Tigers game, especially if there's going to be that many fans in the stands?
Yeah, but I'm also more excited because they have a chance to do something pretty interesting. Like right now, they just swept the
Twins.
Swept the Twins, but they have series coming up against the Royals, who are 2-8 in their last 10.
Trash.
Bottom of their division. They have last place in the AL Central. Then you have the Orioles coming up 3-7 in their last 10, bottom of the AL East. Then you got the Rangers coming up 2-8 in their last 10, bottom of the AL West. So if they're able to, I ain't gonna sit up here and say sweep all those, but if they can win at least most of those games, they put them in a good shot to possibly leapfrog the Indians. I don't know. They have some tough series coming up against the Rays and the Cardinals. Not necessarily the worst in the division, but they're going to be tough out. So
the thing about it is there's not many teams that are undefeated in the MLB right now, and the Tigers are one of them. Since All-Star.
For the second half of the season.
Since All-Star break.
That's fine. There's 70 games to go. We'll see if this team can continue to do what they're doing, but I'm telling you, the crowd is going to definitely help along the way. So if you can get out to a Tigers game, make sure you do it, because why wouldn't you want to hear this? Like, listen to this crowd. I know you played the video with the hit, but just listen to the crowd in this video. And I love being a part of this stuff, man. Isn't that wild?
Is that crowd, are they adding crowd noises?
No, that's what an actual crowd sounds like at a baseball game. We haven't heard it in a while, but it's true. Just such a fun weekend at the ballpark. So anybody who got down to Comerica Park, good for you. Hopefully you enjoyed it. We enjoyed the hell out of it on Saturday. And let's go Tigers. Can we start? Let's go Tigers.
Let's go Tigers.
Let's do it. Moving on into second half of the season. Like I said, 70 games left. If they can, I can't even describe the fact that I may say they could get into maybe a wild card position, which is
It's
insane to think about, considering the way the season started and how people hate Al Avila for what he's done. People were bitching about the draft pick. It's just calm down, relax, let the season play out, and when Miggy hits that 500 home run, all will be right with the world.
Hey, that better happen soon.
Yeah, and all
6 away.
Six. What did that guy say? Six. That's going to be fun and looking forward to that. We're also looking forward to the grand opening of Levels. It is going on in Centerline, not this Friday. A week from Friday, we will be out broadcasting live in Centerline from the beautiful Levels facility. Plus, they're going to have free food trucks. You got your chance to win a Charger. You want to come out and win a new car? Make sure you do it next Friday, July 30th. We will be live at Levels in Centerline. Make sure you go to enjoylevels.com and check them out.
Tony is a third-generation logger that has a simple, practical approach to life and work. That's why his Coast DX342 knife is perfect for him. The stainless steel blade is rust-resistant and made for all-weather use. And the double roll-lock safety ensures that it will never inadvertently close when he doesn't want it to.
Hot out here, but I love what I'm wearing.
That's why Coast is trusted tough.
With this polo, this ocean blue is super uplifting, has a great summer vibe.
Welcome back to the Morning Woodward Show, live on the Woodward Sports Network, Detroit's all-digital sports network. Thank you guys for waking up with us. Watch it on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. And make sure if you're watching on those, you like and you share and you comment so we know that you're there. I love reading the comments from everybody that's watching. So even if you never commented before, please drop a comment so we know where you're watching and just to let you know that you're a part of the show, and we thank you for that. So, we've had this discussion several times on this show, but now, finally, someone from the NFL has had enough. They've had enough of the slurping of our former quarterback, Matthew Stafford. And it's one thing if we say it because, like, me personally, I'm a fan, right? So, my opinion is a little jaded in a lot of ways. But when you have other NFL players on board now, not buying into the hype and actually paying due to Jared Goff, it's like, oh, okay. Other people are seeing what we're seeing now. It's not just us in Detroit, like, what the hell? Nobody watched this guy for 12 years? It's other players in the league. Jimmie Ward, he plays safety for the San Francisco 49ers. He was talking to Pro Football Talk, and this is what he had to say about Matthew Stafford. I like Stafford, but they still have the same players that he'll be throwing the ball to. He's the same quarterback that was on the Detroit Lions, and they didn't even go to the playoffs, and they had Megatron. What was the problem in Detroit? Are you going to blame the city? What was the problem? Was it the money? If the city didn't have enough money to bring in players over there, why even have an NFL franchise? That's a big question mark. They went and traded Jared Goff, who went to the playoffs several times and went to the Super Bowl. Yeah, he lost, but he went to the Super Bowl, though. I've yet to see Matthew Stafford in the Super Bowl. All I'm saying is he's great. I believe he's a top 10 quarterback, maybe top 5. I don't know. We'll see. But just going off of what I see, and I see Jared Goff got those boys to a Super Bowl.
He gets it.
So, woo! I don't know why he decided to come with the heat like that.
Probably because he got sick of his own coach slurping this guy off. I mean,
oh, that's a good point. Shanahan was talking about how much he loves Stafford.
On the love fest, like, dude, granted, Jimmy G isn't the best thing in the world, but Jimmy G got their ass to a Super Bowl. You just got Trey Lance. You're supposed to be the next guy. And you're going off on a guy who just hasn't won anything in the league, hasn't proven anything, one of the most overrated quarterbacks in the past decade. Stafford is good. I'm not going to sit up here and act like the guy isn't good.
Right.
But all of a sudden, he leaves Detroit, hasn't played a down in a Rams uniform, and he's this iconic figure who's about to take over the league. If he does it, cool. But until then, He's still a guy that's 0-3 in the postseason. He's still a guy that, when he had a chance to win a playoff game, he fumbled twice in the fourth quarter. Jimmie Ward's been saying everything that I've been saying for the past, ever.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. We've had this conversation, and that's why you like when it's backed by an NFL player, especially a safety, who studies quarterbacks, studies rhythm, studies timing, studies all of that. It's just when you start hearing players speak out, you could tell, like, man, even these dudes are sitting at home reading stuff like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Like, this guy's the next coming? Like, what the hell is going on? This is the same dude that was in Detroit for 12 years.
Like, no disrespect to, Cooper Kupp and Robert Woods, but, I mean, Matthew Stafford's going to do good with them. But what is he going to do different with them that he couldn't do with Calvin Johnson and Golden Tate?
That's the unknown.
Joey?
That's the unknown. I mean, what I love about Jimmie Ward coming out and saying this is that he's just speaking off of what he's seen. Mm-hmm. I don't know where the rest of the media is talking about how Stafford's just going to all of a sudden be a superhero now that's going to win a Super Bowl when he hasn't made a playoff game in his life.
Did you know he was friends with Clayton Kershaw?
Dude, that's going to be mentioned ad nauseum in L.A. I mean, it was bad here. Just wait. Just wait. But, yeah, I was so one of the things that our boy Sean Baligian and I go back and forth on is how much of a turnover machine Goff has been the past couple seasons, and just comparing the two. So what I did is I went back and I compared Matthew Stafford's first 5 seasons versus Jared Goff's first 5 seasons. Now, granted, Stafford took over an 0-16 team, so I will benefit him that doubt. But let's go. Game started. First 5 seasons, Goff started 69, Stafford 61. Wins as a starter, Jared Goff had 42, Matthew Stafford had 24. Oof. Losses as a starter, Matthew Stafford with 37, Goff with 27. Win percentage, Goff at 60%, Stafford at 39%. Pass completions. Now, this is where Stafford beats him by 40 completions. 1,485 to 1,445.
Damn, that's crazy.
Passing attempts. Goff had a few more attempts, like 13 more, not too many. Completion percentage, Stafford at 59, Goff at 57. Passing yards, Goff had 18,171. Stafford had like 17,400. Touchdowns, they're pretty much dead even, 109 to 107. Touchdown percentage per throw, pretty much even, 4.4 to 4.3. Interceptions thrown. Now, this is where, I told you, Baligian and I go back and forth on how much of a turnover machine Goff was, right? Through his first 5 years. How many turnovers do you think Stafford had, interceptions, in his first 5 years?
First 5 years?
Yep.
I'm going to say...
I want to say north of 60.
I was going to say like 85.
73.
Wow.
How many do you think Goff had in his first 5 years?
90.
Probably around 50-ish.
55. Ooh. Very good. So we have this argument with myself and Sean Baligian about how much of a turnover machine Goff has been. But it turns out Stafford almost has 20 more turnovers in the first 5 seasons of his career. So, yes, if you want to compare apples to apples, you have to do this in the first 5 seasons. Now, granted, after those first 5 seasons, Stafford has an extra 7 seasons of stats and all types of stuff that, shows that he is a solid quarterback. Yeah. And that's not the debate here. The debate is, Goff is that dude. Goff has been to a Super Bowl. Goff has won playoff games. Goff has had less turnovers in his first 5 years. Pretty much the same amount of yards. Definitely more wins.
Alex, could you put that comment that you just had up on the screen? Because that's got to be the dumbest comment I've ever seen in my entire life. When it says, other teams know how to properly use Stafford. How? We haven't seen other teams use Stafford. And now you're going to come out here and say that? Makes no sense to me. Makes no sense.
We'll find out if other teams know how to properly use
Stafford. But as of now, you cannot say that statement.
They know how to properly pump them up. I know that.
I will say this: you got some interesting stats there, but stats aside, I'm just going to go off of an eye test. And there's one thing that Goff has proven that Stafford has yet to proven. Goff has proven when you surround him with good talent, he can lead a team to a Super Bowl. Stafford has shown that when you surround him with good talent, he can lose in the playoffs and not score touchdowns. So, I mean, I want to see what this mastermind. I'm not knocking Sean McVay's coaching. I just want to see what he's going to manufacture? What is he going to pull out of Stafford that other coaches could not do? What is Cooper Kupp, Robert Woods, Cam Akers? What are those guys going to do that Calvin Johnson, Golden Tate, and Reggie Bush couldn't do? I'm curious to see it.
Would you say all around though, this is Matthew Stafford's best team that he's playing on?
That's tough, man.
2014, man.
Yeah, the number 2 defense in the league. You still had Calvin Johnson on the squad.
Biggest weapons, yeah.
Yeah, like that's tough. That 14 team was like the best Lions team I'd ever seen in my life, and I'm even talking about the 90s teams too. Like there's no reason they should have lost that game, and I don't care. You can blame the refs all you want. We still had 5 minutes to get the ball after that. Shanked a punt out of bounds.
And Stafford still fumbled the ball twice in the fourth quarter,
folding under pressure.
Yeah.
So
why do you feel like NFL players are now starting to speak out? Do you think this is going to be? Do you think he's going to be the only one to say something about this, or once the season gets going and let's say Stafford comes out week 1 and throws a pick 6 to lose the game, like all the Rams are doing is setting themselves up for just massive failure if you pump this guy up way too high.
I think I don't want to put these guys in the. Okay, I'm gonna have to put them in the same conversation. Damn. I think Matthew Stafford is kind of in the conversation LeBron James was before he won a ring. The guy is getting crowned as this iconic person, but they haven't shown anything yet. What has Matthew Stafford shown? What has he shown to deserve? He's a top 5 quarterback in the league. What has he shown to get this praise and adulation when he has not played a down in Sean McVay's system? I think a lot of players are going to get sick of it, and they're going to have a target on them. I mean, they want to win anyway, but now it's going to be like, okay, we want to win anyway. Now we really want to beat this guy because they're just pumping him up as the next best thing, and he hasn't done jack.
I honestly can't remember a free agent switching teams like this that like automatically became a Hall of Famer overnight. Like that's literally what has happened. Like, it went from, okay, Stafford's a good quarterback, great, he was great in Detroit, good, solid NFL quarterback, but the minute he gets to L.A., it's, man, we got Joe Montana over here, let's go! Name one other free agent that has ever done that. Like, I'm trying to rack my brain right now. I'm thinking, like, when Ricky Williams left, when he got to Miami, he wasn't the savior. It was, okay, we got Ricky Williams. Like, who else is that savior type thing? Even when Joe Montana left the 49ers to go to the Chiefs, he wasn't looked at as a savior.
There's only one person who is a free agent QB that I can remember being a savior to a franchise, and he did end up saving the franchise. His name is Tom Brady. Outside of that,
yeah,
but even then he came with the cachet.
Yeah, Tom was already the GOAT. He came with 5 rings.
Yeah,
Peyton Manning obviously going to Denver was the savior there, but he had already won a ring. I'm talking somebody who really has nothing in their bag, but all of a sudden jumps from mid-tier quarterback, maybe flirting with that top 10 number to boom, top 5.
Can't think of it. Like I said, I can only think of just previous winners. Racking my brain.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm drawing a blank here, and I thought about it last night too. And this has been the most hype ever, I think, for a trade that has ever happened. Because I said free agent, but he wasn't a free agent. He got traded there. So to me, this is one of the most hyped trades I've ever seen in my life. We're close to it, so obviously we're going to talk to it. But even if I was living in Florida watching this, I'd be like, wait, the dude that played for the Lions for 12 years, that guy's a top 5 guy now?
I just want to see it. I just want to see it because now your expectations for a guy who has never won a playoff game is now expected to win a Super Bowl.
I love it.
And I just want to see. Stafford said he wanted those. First off, the funniest thing I've heard him say throughout anything since leaving Detroit is he wanted those big game moments. I don't know what playoffs are, 3 playoff games are here, but whatever. So we're going to see how he does in those big game moments. We're going to get a chance to see this whole narrative of Stafford in Detroit play out now in Los Angeles. Like, what really happened here? Was he the reason that they held the Lions back, or was he, just not as good as everybody think he is? I'm really excited to see this season because that's outside of just covering the hometown team. That's a storyline that all of us in Michigan are going to be paying attention to for the next 2 years.
Caitlin Jones brought up Ryan Tannehill as somebody who left and like became the man. But really, that wasn't the plan. Like when Tannehill went to Tennessee, it wasn't, oh my God, this guy's going to be a top 5 quarterback. Hell, Mariota even started over him when he got there. So I get it. Tannehill has turned into the dude while he's there, but when the transition period, he wasn't getting the hype before he even took a snap. So I get the Tannehill comparison. That is good now, but like I'm talking off-season moves only. And when Stafford went there, it's all of a sudden he's a top 5 quarterback, and time will tell. We're rooting for Stafford this year. I want Stafford to throw for 5,000 yards, and I want the Rams to go 0-17. Like that's a perfect year for me.
That's a Stafford year.
That's a perfect year for me.
I want Stafford to suck.
And you know what else would be perfect, Joey? Golfing with D-Mac?
Oh, man. Golfing with D-Mac would be the best thing. And we got to give a shout out to Public Adjusters of Michigan because we're giving you a chance right now. And actually, Pam is the one hooking you up with this chance to win a twosome in the 3rd annual Darren McCarty charity golf outing August 6th at the Links of Novi. So you can't buy tickets. It's sold out. So go to woodwardsports.com and you're going to look for the Pam logo right there at the top. Click it, sign up, and you might be the lucky winner of this twosome. And Pam represents the insured for property insurance claims. So check them out. CallPamFirst.com.
Good morning, everyone.
Extra, extra, read all about it.
Let's get into Joey's news.
Let's go.
Man, so you remember the good old chant, Suns in 4? That is being turned to Bucks in 7 real quick.
Bucks in 6?
Suns in 7. That's what I meant to say because their fans are all cheering now. You see them in the background of these media days chanting, Suns in 7, Suns in 7. And it is just an embarrassment. But yes, Corey predicted it. It's looking like it's going to be a Bucks in 6. This alley-oop, the dagger of the night, you saw it. Holiday stealing the ball from Booker.
Booker the drive, gets inside, leans in, knocked away and stolen by Holiday. Phoenix has to foul, and a pinnacle ball throws it down.
Unbelievable.
Heartbreaking if you're a Suns fan.
Yeah, but Drew Holiday to be on that last play right there and to steal it, like I don't know how Booker did not see him right behind him.
I mean, if anything, we got to credit the Bucks defense. Over the last 2 games, the turnovers that they have been forcing has really kept them in it. And then there you see it completely sealed the game.
Yep.
Like that was a Devin Booker shot away from being a glorious moment. Devin Booker hitting the game winner of Game 5, and it turned into, nope, you're getting that ass stripped, and then we're going to throw an alley-oop. Oof.
I know we're going to talk about it later. I'm just going to say one thing. Drew Holiday had to play the way he played the other day. I mean, it was if he didn't come out like that, it was curtains. His offense has been a little bit shaky in the past couple of games. Really, the whole series outside of until the last game. But his defense on CP3, that's all I gotta say.
So that viral meme that you see of him holding up the 4, they're now turning this into an embarrassment. How many games are the Suns about to lose in a row?
Oh, ouch.
Hey, but seriously, this is the most amazing comeback story ever.
Well, it's close, but yeah.
It's not there yet because I'm gonna be honest. It's hard to win closeout games for teams to win closeout games, but to win 4 straight, that's tough.
Yeah, well, we've seen the Cavaliers do it.
Yeah.
And we saw, who was it? The Heat did it. Right?
And who was on that team, Stick?
Which one?
Somebody.
Kyrie Irving's team?
Yeah, Kyrie Irving.
The Kyrie Irving Cavaliers team?
Okay, yes.
He's gonna sit up here and say
the Dwayne Wade
Heat
Heat team?
Well,
Anderson Varejão's
they came
team.
back from 3-1. They came back from 3-1, and also we got to remember how that played out. Draymond Green gone for a game.
Kicking people in the nuts.
Andrew Bogut down for the series, so LeBron had a free way to the hoop. So
health is part of the game, man.
Yeah,
best abilities, availability.
We talk about him, LeBron James. He was there, Game 5. made that return to go support his boy, and I love this because
He
LeBron
wasn't
said
supporting
he
his
was.
boy. He was supporting his fucking movie.
Yeah, but I'm saying,
LeBron's
listen.
only caring about Space Jam
And
right
by the
now.
way, his movie is boop not doing very well.
Is it really not doing that well?
That's what I'm hearing. It's like 33% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Well, it's 33%, but box office is kicking ass.
Is it?
It's all about the
it's
money.
kicking
Screw
ass.
the tomatoes. We want that money.
I mean, I'm cool. I mean, shit. The first Space Jam sucked. Michael Jordan's not a great actor.
Yeah, anybody expecting like Oscar performances on it. Like the first Space Jam had Bill Murray in the post against Porky Pig. Like, what are we doing here thinking that this is going to be some sort of awesomely acted film?
Yeah, it's, accept it for what it is. But the one thing I will say about LeBron is I did read about, I was curious, like, why is he there? And he said Chris Paul was there for his first finals, came out to the game for his first finals, so he wanted to come out and support Chris Paul for his first
Here's
finals.
that video right here.
I'm proud as hell for CP. I'm here for CP. He came to my first finals appearance, and it's me giving it back to him, man. We support each other. We've been a brotherhood since we came into the league, and we're going to ride and die with one another.
Why does LeBron look like a 7 Mile pimp right there?
Because he was dressed like a 7 Mile pimp right there.
Yeah, all he was missing was the buffs.
Grant.
All you have to do is close. You good? All right, we are back, baby. Thank you.
And we got to shout out Detroit Pistons. Jeremy Grant has been cleared from quarantine and will be available with Team USA to Japan.
Yeah.
And also some big news. He is a part of the Adidas family. He is getting that money. You see it right there. Jeremy Grant signing a multi-year endorsement deal with Adidas.
Yeah.
Those look like the Pharrell shoes right there.
Yeah, those are the collab with Nerd. Those are dope shoes, man.
Yeah.
I love Nerd. It's one of the most underrated groups of all time. But yeah, remember when the Olympics were first starting and we posted up every Olympian that had a shoe deal, and Jeremy Grant was one of the only ones without a shoe deal? He got that money. He's getting the bag.
He's going to get a shoe deal, and you know what that means? I don't know.
No.
I was about to say, you going to buy those? Because I ain't buying them.
I'd rock those Nerd shoes. I like Nerd.
Go ahead, grab those for you, Stick.
Thanks.
Have you guys ever heard of Piper Campbell?
Not till this weekend, actually.
This weekend, she made a name for herself. Piper Campbell, Dan Campbell's daughter, on this video. Let's play it without sound because we'll get flagged, but she posted this on TikTok saying, when you have to move to Detroit because your dad is now the head coach of the Lions. Went hella viral, almost 1 million views on it.
Wow. Yeah, you see the one she did with her brother, too? With, like, questions you get asked if you're a Dan Campbell kid. Like, do you own a pet lion? Does your dad really bite kneecaps? Like, all of that stuff. I thought, she's great, man. We got to get her on our TikTok.
Yeah, she's got to be a badass to be Dan Campbell's daughter.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Could you imagine trying to date her and you show up at the front door and Dan Campbell is there?
Who would be the scariest one for you? And that's like that you got to greet at their house? That's a tough one.
That is a tough one. Just out of anybody on the planet?
Yeah, just out of anybody.
Mike Tyson.
Eminem would be an intimidating one. If you're dating Haley?
Mike Tyson. I would not want to open that door and Mike Tyson's there all cracked out, ready to punch you in the
Yeah,
face.
but you can't take him serious with that lisp though. Like,
okay,
he's a badass.
Don't take Mike Tyson serious.
He's a
See how that
badass.
fucking works out for you. Yeah, I don't care if he's got a lisp. I don't care if he's a mute. I don't care if he can't see. Mike Tyson is a dangerous human being.
Mike Tyson Punch Out ain't only a video game.
Right.
See, but I feel like Mike Tyson still got like the nice side to him.
Yeah,
Shit.
I got a nice side to me too, but Mike Tyson will knock your ass out.
Yeah.
He's an animal, man, in the best possible way. What about you, Corey? Who would you knock on the door and not want to see?
Probably it's weird because he's one of my favorite people, The Rock. If you just open the door, you just see The Rock, and he has those freaking chains on his neck and on a Warrior Mana shirt. I'm like, oh fuck, oh yeah, okay. Let me rethink this.
Corey shows up wearing all Under Armour, his entire line.
Hey, I mean, I do buy it.
You got Ndamukong Suh. Aaron Darnold would be another one that you wouldn't want to open.
Would be a good one.
Yeah, that would be so crazy though.
Like,
man.
imagine like not knowing who they are.
That's what I'm saying.
And then going and seeing that. Like,
Right.
that would be crazy.
Or like D-Mac. You open the door and it's D-Mac. Like, oh, God.
I promise she'll be home by 9 o'clock p.m. Detroit Tigers undefeated since All-Star break, winning both at the doubleheader on Saturday and then sweeping the Twins yesterday. First with Miggy drawing up the most perfect hit here that I thought was going to be out.
Sometimes better be lucky than good.
Here's the 2-2. In the air to shallow center. No. Hustling, and it's going to drop. Scopes all the way around. Yes. And the Tigers win it.
Awesome.
Man, you could just close your eyes and watch that play, and it just sounds amazing.
Yes.
Here in Comerica Park like that. Like Fish said, 31,000 fans. Just beautiful. And then yesterday, the shutout, 7-0, Jonathan Scope with home run number 17 on the season.
Man, and it was just a great game to watch yesterday. I picked it up in like the third inning, and I watched the rest of the way, and I haven't done that with the Tigers game all season long. I just kind of flip in, check in, see what's going on. But yesterday, such a fun game to watch. And Candelario at third, he was just a machine yesterday. He had 8 putouts. Everything that was hit to him, he was catching. Then they turned like 3 double plays. Just great defensive ball, great hitting, great pitching. Just a great game.
Yeah, honestly, I want to give it up to the Tigers organization because what they assembled on Saturday, I felt like was kind of that just rejuvenation for the team to where everybody was excited and they wanted to go back to Comerica Park because honestly, after seeing those videos, especially the Miggy hit right there, makes me want to go back to Comerica and see it in person.
I have to go to a game this year. I'm probably going to try to go next week, sometime before the season starts.
I'm going tomorrow with our boy Adam from the chat.
Morency?
Yeah. He invited me
What
from
time
the
is
chat.
What time is the game?
I believe it's a 7:10 game.
7:10.
Yeah, you want to roll tomorrow, Corey?
I love how Corey's inviting himself right now.
Let me
you ain't get that message, Corey?
You know what? Moose said I got a 4:30 tomorrow. I might be able to swing that.
All right. Well, I'll meet you down there, man. I'm looking forward to it. I haven't been in Comerica Park in like 2 years.
You haven't been to a game, right?
Right.
Man.
Just period.
Yeah.
COVID. And this year I haven't been to a game yet because we've been so busy here. But yeah.
And look at the
night.
weather for this next week. It is beautiful. So definitely the time to head out to the ballpark and eat a hot dog and just enjoy everything there. We go off to Paige, who is our Central Michigan University intern. What do we got?
Thank you. So Japan's prime minister declared a new state of emergency due to a recent rise in COVID-19 cases. Now, with the state of emergency, spectators will be completely banned from the 2020 Tokyo Summer Olympics. Now, 2 athletes so far have tested positive for the coronavirus in the Tokyo Olympic Village after a team colleague was also infected. Now, these 3 cases were from the same country and sport, and they're isolated in their rooms now. The Tokyo 2020 team is delivering meals to them, taking care of them. But 55 cases are linked to these games, which is absolutely insane with these spikes in cases. But a way that the Tokyo Olympics is trying to help not spread the COVID-19 virus is by having cardboard beds to discourage casual sex between athletes. Now, it is reported that the frames are crafted of recyclable cardboard, and mattresses are made from 3 boxes of polyethylene fibers that would break under the weight of 2 people.
Are you kidding me?
Look at that. Like, this is the stuff you see for, like, the WNBA or, like, the women's NCAA. Like, they're making us sleep in cardboard beds.
Yeah, sorry, guys. No, not enough funds. You guys get cardboard.
Right.
That's a lawsuit waiting to happen. Someone lays on that, it breaks, and then they get injured.
Yeah, so I saw a funny comment on Twitter, and it was like, what if somebody wets their bed? Are they just going to fall straight through it? Like, this cardboard is not, I'm assuming if it gets wet, what's going to happen?
But let's talk about the bigger elephant in the room on this. They're saying that this is going to prevent sex at the Olympics. And if you don't know, the Olympics are just a big orgy, right? It's the sexiest, most fit people that are young and in their moment from across the world. They all get together in these cities, and next thing you know, it's just sex all the time. And, you know, U.S. sex culture is completely different than the rest of the world. A lot of places in the world, sex doesn't really mean much. It's just an act. They'll smash, like, immediately.
International, right.
International.
Whitney killing me. She said they must have never heard 112 anywhere.
And that was my second point. Like, honestly, you think the only place you can have sex is the bed? Like, you can't
There's
just
a
roll
beautiful floor right there.
3 feet to your left and nail them on the floor?
We're you know what? That would be be a funny topic real quick. Where is the most craziest place you've ever done something like that?
I mean, honestly, it would have been in a cardboard bed had I been given the opportunity. Like,
I didn't even know those existed.
I didn't either, but I don't know why we're not using them for other things besides trying to prevent sex at the Olympics.
Oh, they're trying to make it like it's good for the environment. It's
recyclable. It is.
Get the hell out of here with that. Nobody cares if recycle or not.
But there are thousands of players, so it's actually kind of good for the environment because instead of like buying all these beds and then throwing them into a landfill afterwards after all these people leave, it's
guess what? People are buying those beds anyways.
I mean, yeah, but
they're all sex-stained beds,
or wet, all like soggy afterwards.
Yeah.
Like, who knows? But the Olympics really do not want people having sex. About the whole condoms thing that we talked about a couple weeks ago, they're not handing these out until like afterwards. They're like, oh yeah, take all these condoms and take them home, but just don't do it here.
Fish wants. You got a story about banging on a cardboard box, Fish?
Yeah, Fish. How many cardboard boxes have you ruined in your day?
0.
All right.
And it will stay that way. Toyota's not running any games-related ads, any Olympic-related ads, and they're also not having any representatives at the Olympics.
Yeah, why would they? They're protesting against the cardboard boxes.
No, but it's just funny to me that they think that the bed is the solution to all of this.
Yeah.
Like, no, these are athletes, man. They're gonna have sex swinging upside down and like they're gonna be all over the place doing what they do because that's what happens at the Olympics. Like I learned about this, I think it was like 12 years ago when I was doing radio, and like this just became a big story on how STDs were spreading throughout the Olympic Games, and it's because these people, they're just good-looking people. It literally is a spring break of all the most fit people in the world. So, yeah, thank you for that, Paige. Paige, if a gentleman was lucky enough to take you back to his room and you saw a cardboard bed, what would be your reaction?
I mean, in college, people don't have the most amount of money. I've seen like beds on floors with no bed frame. I've seen beds that don't have sheets on them. But a cardboard one would be new. I think I would just be like, I gotta call. My mom's calling me. I gotta step out for a second. I just hightail it home.
It's a deal breaker?
Yeah, I think so. I draw the line at a cardboard bed.
I'm glad you have standards, babe.
Classiness here on the Woodward Sports Network.
Central Michigan standards. Let's go. Well, thank you for that story, Paige. We appreciate it.
Dude, especially at Central Michigan, man. Some of them dorm rooms I've been to up there.
They're not very nice. I wouldn't be surprised if this upcoming year they're like, we're just gonna get rid of those old beds. Let's get some cardboard ones in here.
They seem cost efficient.
I mean, yeah, and great for the environment too.
There you go. And it prevents sex in bed.
Central Michigan's abstinence program is just cardboard beds in the dorms.
What's up, Fish?
They're trying to make I guess you guys are partly right, but they're trying to make the Olympics, all the Olympic stuff reusable because as you see from other games in the past, all the stadiums just go to nothing. So they're trying to make everything reusable. So some of the stadiums that they're making are reusable, or they obviously use them for other sports throughout the year besides the Olympics. So they're trying to make it so that after the Olympics, they can still use all the products that they use for the Olympics.
And I get that. And if they would have came out with the message that, hey, we're doing this for the environment, that's why the cardboard beds are here.
They said that.
They also said it was to prevent sex.
Yeah.
So,
Two
like,
things.
yeah.
They said it was for the environment and for sex. Same thing, but you just underline the sex and you just forget about the environment.
Yeah.
I mean, listen,
It's the
Fish, come on,
story
what
of my
stands
life.
out more?
Hey
Right.
man, Whitney is on a roll. She
Uh-oh.
said, "What if they put the pillows from Goff's wife's pick on the cardboard bed?"
I would sleep on those all day.
Those were some nice pillows she had in that background. All right, Joey, why don't you tell them about Bridge Street Exchange, and then we'll come back with Jeff's trending news.
Hey, they might have pillows over there for sale. I don't know, but you got to go check out Bridge Street Exchange. 15% off. I'm going to give it to you right now. Code word WS, and if you shop online at bridgestreetexchange.com, or if you go there in person, just tell Kevin that Woodward Sports sent you, and go shop, have some fun, take care of yourself, because it is the best men's clothing spot you'll check out. Bridge Street Exchange, downtown Fenton, or inside of Somerset Collection now.
I'm looking to bring on another HVAC tech right now.
We are recruiting 5 to 10 techs a month.
We're looking to grow and expand. Every new tech we hire is from Northwestern Tech.
The hands-on training is fantastic.
They're always my first call.
We love hiring Northwestern Tech grads.
They come out trained and ready to work.
Our program is only 10.5 months, and our next classes are starting soon. So why wait?
I'm looking to hire
Hire a graduate of Northwestern Tech. Northwestern Tech.
Northwestern Tech.
Northwestern Tech.
Welcome back to the Morning Woodward Show, live on the Woodward Sports Network, Detroit's all-digital sports network. Thank you guys for watching on all of our platforms, including our app, which you can download right now. Just search Woodward Sports in the Google Play or Apple Store, and we can get that app to you, so you can just press play and listen to great Detroit sports coverage right here on the Woodward Sports Network. It is now time for What's Trending with Jeff. How you feeling today, Jeff?
Hey, I'm feeling good. You know, we're back on the chair. Fish got the booth back.
Yep.
But today on What's Trending with Jeff, we got another 3 great videos. The first one, family-oriented video. I want to get your guys' reaction, too. Imagine you guys are on a boat, all right? Family getaway on the boat, and you run into a problem like these folks. Check this out. They're on the boat, and they're able to capture something. It's a bee's nest.
Oh, my God.
On their boat. Don't ask me how or why this happened. I have no clue.
Yeah, how do you not even see that before you take off?
And why are you in the middle of the lake before you notice?
Ooh,
That's
I
my
swear
question.
I just got itchy.
And look, you can see a guy trying to light like a sage. I'm like, dude, you might as well just give up. You're screwed.
How did you not see that before the boat left?
I'm terrified of bees, so I don't know how I would react in this situation. I mean, those things do not play games. All right, when they sting, especially if there's like 100 in one group like that.
Yeah, stick nose actually.
Yeah, I got stung by a bee last week for the first time in like 15 years.
Did you kill that thing?
I punched that bee right in his stupid bee face, and I stomped him on the ground. Joey saw the whole damn ordeal.
The whole murder.
It was the weirdest thing. We were literally taken down from the golf outing we were at the other day, and all of a sudden, I'm like, what happened? The bee just stung me. Like, what did you do? He was just walking, minding his own business,
And you
got
instantly
stung.
made him.
Maybe you waved the chair or the
I was
tent you were
walking,
using.
Fish. How
but
are
you
you
were
walking?
honestly walking with an object that may have provoked the bee to sting you. The bee's not just going to zap you. It's got to have a reason to zap you.
I hope you get
I
stung
see
today
bees.
by a bee today, Fish.
Well, I probably will now, but I've walked by a bunch of bees and just mind your business. I see people freaking out, running around, just mind your business.
All right, when there's a bee around you, Fish,
and the bee will just
are you one of
just
those
zip
that
around.
you don't smack a bee when it's on you, or do you smack the hell out of them?
I mind my own business and just let the bee do whatever the hell it's gonna do.
Oh, I can't do that.
Yeah.
I can't. I'm smacking the hell out of it. I'll take this thing.
It's worked for me so far.
But usually when that happens with like what happened on that boat, that means the queen's on that boat, and they just gather around the queen like that. This happened when I was in Arizona visiting my family. There was a tree with a ton of bees in it like that, and they said, yeah, the queen will go to a spot, and then they all just gravitate towards her and protect her. So that's what they're there for.
Wow.
Really weird.
So
really
the queen chose the boat.
Yeah.
Oh, screw that. We're selling the boat. Or we're getting somebody to kill those things.
Burn it. Burn
But
it down.
the second video, it's a guy by the name of Tristan Jazz. He's a guy on Instagram. He's an influencer, and he likes to do tough layups. But this is like a different level of tough. This is like not just tough. Check this out. Look at the degree of difficulty of this, number one. And number two, Joey, you think you could do this at the court?
Wow.
Well, I don't know what in the hell that man.
Wow,
you can replay
wow.
that again. Yeah, this is ridiculous. Behind the back.
Ooh.
Oh
What
my
the-
God!
what is that?
We could draft that man with the #1 pick if you make those layups. Those are tough layups. Way harder than it looks. We can just do the right hand. That's all we got.
All that, and then he shoots free throws like Giannis.
All that, and he can't shoot from 3. You know what I mean? But no, the third video. Oh my God! I don't want to mess this guy's name up. Let me just double check. It's Alex Midler. He participated in the X Games over the weekend, and he had a nasty wipeout. And yeah, he might have to check on those coconuts. Check this out. This man completely ate dirt, but that's why I respect skateboarders, because it's a tough gig, because you make one mistake, and your balls might pay for it. Just check this out.
Oh!
Yeah.
Ah, I felt that.
And look, he got up so quick, like nothing just happened.
Yeah, Corey got up too. He felt that one.
Look at everybody in the hole.
No, that's like a natural reaction if you were a dude. If you, don't show that again.
Like,
that hurts my stomach.
The
just
respect
looking
for
at
him to try that again after just destroying your balls like that. That's crazy. Like, here,
Brought to you by Wendy's.
like, literally,
Get your 4-piece.
Look at how confident he started off, and then
Your
just
nuggets.
it all just ended with this. Oh my!
You're supposed to get nuggets, not give them up at Wendy's.
God.
Yeah, his nuggets are bruised. His nuggets are bruised. But,
Right in the taint.
No, I thought that was just #1. It's kind of bad watching it, but it's hilarious. But yeah, those are the 3 videos on What's Trending with Jeff today.
Well, thank you very much, Jeff, for that. And we appreciate you coming on every morning with your What's Trending with Jeff. And can you limit the nut shots, man? That makes me very uncomfortable.
Hey, it makes us a little more grateful that we don't have to go through those things. It's a good thing.
Makes me cautious all morning. Just please, please, please leave me alone. Don't touch my nuts like that. You guys want to get somebody qualified for $25K kick for crypto?
I mean, it's the last week.
This is the last week. So right now, if you want to get in this, Fish, are the phones ready?
I guess so.
All right, Fish is excited for you to call in, so let's get somebody to call in, and every qualifier is going to get hooked up with a Coast product, so we can either get you a knife or a headlamp. All you got to do right now is call 313-552-6322. That is 313-552-6322, and if you get through, we will pick up, Fish will select the winner, and you will be qualified for that $25K kick for crypto, which is happening this Friday, and it's going on at Imagine in Novi. It's going to be awesome. We'll have the Jeep out there. We're going to have a whole big setup, and if you are a qualifier, like I said, you are going to get those Coast prizes. Plus, you come on out, and you could be a finalist to kick. We're going to have 10 people kicking. It's going to be amazing, and hopefully we give out $25,000. But let's get somebody on the phone right now, 313-552-6322, and you can get into the finals, be a qualifier for the $25K kick for crypto. Let's have people call in right now, 313-552-6322. And when we come back, I want to play a game with you guys. It's called One Word. You guys ready for it?
Let's do one.
I just need one word out of each of you for every one of the things coming up next on the Woodward Sports Network.
Bridge Street Exchange, downtown Fenton. I'm trying to find me a shirt. Ooh, look at these swimming shorts. What are you doing over there, Stick?
I'm trying to find me a drink. Ooh, look at these bonfire bitters.
Ready for summer.
Let's go. Welcome back. It is the Morning Woodward Show, live on the Woodward Sports Network, Detroit's all-digital sports network, qualifying somebody for that $25K kick for crypto. All you got to do is call 313-552-6322, and our very own Fish will pick up the phone and let you know if you are an instant qualifier. And all qualifiers are going to get hooked up with a product from coastportland.com, whether it be a knife or a headset. We want to give you something, and I believe these are valued at like $50. So even if you don't think you can kick, get that prize right now. 313-552-6322. So I saw this meme floating around, and it was fun. I went over all these teams in my head, and I was like, you know what? I want to pose these questions to the fellas. So we're going to play a game called One Word. If you're watching right now, I want you to drop your one word in the comments when we bring up the teams, so that way we can see what you think when you see these team names. Art, can you throw that graphic up on the screen so we can start to go over it? So here's how it went. This is the one word that NFL Polls Now posted for the San Francisco 49ers. Healthy. Packers, consistent. Cowboys, explosive. And so on, and so on, and so on, until they got to the Lions, and look what they put for the Lions. Bad.
I mean, rightfully so. Come on.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
It's just, it's one of those things like, hey, I can call my sister names, but nobody else can call my sister names.
Yep.
And it's the same thing with the Lions. Like, I can tell you the Lions are bad, but NFL Polls Now, get the hell out of here with your negativity. I don't need that shit.
I mean, the bad, I'm not that mad at, but then when you go over to Giants and you say breakout, I'm like, okay. All right, whatever.
So let's get into it.
Only breakout they got is COVID in New York.
Let's get into it. Let's do this. All right, let's go across the front row. Joey, one word when you hear San Francisco 49ers. What do you think?
San Francisco 49ers. Trey?
That's a fair word. All right, Corey, what do you think?
Meh.
Meh?
Meh.
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 Okay.
What's your word?
I think Kittle. Kittle is everything to the San Francisco 49ers. Without Kittle, that team is garbage, honestly. Their wide receivers aren't that great. They haven't figured out the quarterback situation, but it doesn't matter who they have back there as long as they got Kittle being your wide receiver, blocker, Mr. Everything. That's my one word for the San Francisco 49ers.
Fair.
And like I said, if you're watching in the chat right now, make sure you drop what you think of the San Francisco 49ers. Next team on this list, the Green Bay Packers. Give me one word to describe the Green Bay Packers. Go ahead, Joey.
One word. Hate them.
We could combine the
one word.
We could combine that
Hate
word.
them with an apostrophe.
Boogeyman.
Ooh, that's a good. Our boogeyman or just in general?
Ours, but in general, they're on the boogeyman.
This may come off weird, but I'm going to go with overrated. People look at this franchise like it is the apex of all NFL franchises. Yeah, they've won 2 Super Bowls in my lifetime. They've had Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers. Each one of them got 1. That doesn't put them up there with the elite of the elite of the elite of the elite. So when people could tell me all about how Green Bay is awesome, I'm like, they got 2 Super Bowls. They've done okay.
Or you could say they are consistently overrated.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Cowboys. Now here we go.
Cheerleaders.
Garbage.
Now this is where I would say I don't want to use the term overrated again, but I would say liars. The Cowboys are a bunch of liars. They're not America's team. They haven't been America's team. They haven't done a damn thing in 30 years, and I keep getting told how good they are. They're liars.
How can you be America's team and you haven't won a Super Bowl in what? Damn, it's going almost 3 decades, almost.
Yeah,
going close to it.
Yeah. No, since the 90s. That's what I was having this conversation with Pilar from The Hook, because she's from Texas and she thinks the Cowboys are the end-all be-all. And I'm like, okay, talk to a kid like Jeff and ask him about his impressions of the Cowboys. Never in his life have they won anything.
Somebody's Jeff's age probably will consider America's team in the football world. Probably consider the Patriots America's team.
It is the Patriots.
Yeah, it is.
It is. Period. First of all, their name's the damn Patriots. Second of all, they're red, white, and blue. And third of all, they got 6 championships in the last 20 years. Like, what more do you need to be America's team? They had Tom Brady as their quarterback, Mr. All-American, like the guy who was born on the West Coast, won in the Midwest, and owns the East Coast. Now America's penis, he's all over Florida.
Well, first off, we're a prideful country, right?
Mm-hmm.
How can America's team be a bunch of losers?
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know either. All I know is Jerry Jones has an awesome yacht. That's the only thing I like about the Cowboys is that yacht that he drafted on.
I was randomly looking up yachts for some reason this weekend.
Jerry
Jones yacht.
Unbelievable. All right, let's get into Carolina Panthers. What is your one word to describe the Carolina Panthers?
XFL.
It's PJ Walker.
It's the first thing. That's the first thing I think of. It hurts. That they freaking taught me what the XFL was. I never even heard of them before that.
You know what? I hate to go with the underrated, but I kind of feel it. So I'm gonna use a different sin. I'm gonna use sleeper.
Okay. I'm going to use vanilla.
Ooh. I like vanilla better. Damn.
Yeah. I don't get high on them. I don't get low on them. They're there. They appear in the league. They win some games. They never really make a difference, though. They're just there.
They're just.
They're a functioning franchise. Good
Damn,
for
that's
you.
a good one.
All right. Seattle Seahawks. What is one word you got to describe the Seattle Seahawks?
Exciting. I love watching them. I just love watching Russell Wilson in the pocket. I love watching Pete Carroll on the sidelines coaching those guys. But it just feels like it's an exciting team to watch.
I'm gonna say swag because I like the uniforms. I love that color.
Yeah,
they switch it up often. I'm gonna say fans because when I think of Seattle Seahawks, I think of the 12th man.
Yeah,
they raised the flag, the number 12. Hello, Art.
You should be thinking of prayers, Jesus, because Russell Wilson, he's a big God guy.
Oh. All right.
How come you guys looked at me shocked like you didn't know that?
Yeah, I'm just trying to wonder why you're here.
Oh, I can't get enough of this place.
What happened to Alex?
That's it.
Alex is gone.
That's it. Well, welcome back, Art, to the
morning show.
I
like Jesus.
You guys don't want the best technical director on the whole network in here for your show?
Not get too crazy.
What the hell's wrong with you guys? You go back on vacation.
No, it was just shocking to look over and where did Alex go?
He's gone for a reason.
Yeah, he lied. He left. So
all right, let's get in. Chicago Bears. One word to describe the Chicago Bears. NFL polls now has them as sleeper, which I think is stupid unless they're talking about boring. Then yes, sleeper. But what do you guys got, Joey?
Bitches.
Damn.
I hate you. I was literally going to say that on my word as a man. Damn it. I don't have anything now.
We know Sean Baligian's word for this one.
Which one?
F him or something. I don't know what he would say.
Yeah, him and
Fuck
Andy
the
Isaac.
Bears.
Yeah, him and Andy Isaac. We can combine that to one word. Fuck the Bears. Fuck the Bears. That's it. That's all one word. Fuck the Bears.
Maybe it's good Joey did say it because I'm covering teams, but damn it. I was thinking that. Let me think. Damn. I have nothing. That was my word.
Corey, it ain't that deep. It ain't that
I mean, call them trash. Call them something. Call them punks. Call them bitches. Like anything.
I really wanted to say bitches.
So, mud. I like that. Mud. We got, ew. That's funny. Doink. Oh, double doink. You got to hit him with the double doink on that one.
When you think of the Bears, though, what's one player that you automatically always think of?
Like right now, Justin Fields.
Just in general.
Allen Robinson.
For me, it's Urlacher.
Mike Ditka. Urlacher. Yeah. Walter Payton. Jim McMahon. There's a lot of Bears that pop in my head when you say
Justin Fields,
Bears.
though, man.
Justin Fields.
Man.
All right. Washington football team. Give me one word to describe the Washington football team. They have defense. Corey, we'll start with you so Joey can't steal your thunder this time. What do you think?
Jokes.
Damn! Damn! You took my word!
No, but for real, what's your word, Joey?
My throat hurts from doing that. I'm going to say non-existent because they don't even got a damn name out here.
Yes.
They're a good football team, though.
Can I combine shitty management? Can we say that?
Shitty management.
Shitty management.
Yeah.
Shitty management. I mean, listen, what they've done with the team name has been an absolute atrocity. It's been a joke.
Embarrassment, honestly.
At first, I thought it was funny that they were trolling the rest of the world. Like, all right, you're not comfortable with anything. We're going with the football team. But then Dan Snyder getting rid of his all-girl cheerleaders and bringing in male cheerleaders in order to get him to stop sexually harassing the female cheerleaders. It's just, let me change mine. Shit show. I like shit show for this, Fitzmagic. It's going to be interesting to see what Fitzmagic does there. Confused, yes. And I also wanted to point to Antonio Gibson is somebody I would point to as well. All right, now on to the Saints. New Orleans Saints. One word to describe the New Orleans Saints.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
QB question mark. I like that.
That is a good one, actually.
Rebuilding.
Rebuild? I'd say confused. Confused because you have Jameis Winston, you have Taysom Hill, you're making these guys fight it out for the starting position, And then you draft a quarterback too. Like, they're just confused. They don't know what to do without Breeze. That's it. They're lost. So,
and did he officially retire yet? Because I don't know. Is he gonna? I don't know what this guy's doing.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Maybe that's for sure.
He could come back, though. It's Drew Brees. Like, if Drew Brees wanted to come back week 8 for the Saints,
still better than Taysom Hill.
Yeah, they would let him back week 8. All right, now let's have some fun with this. Screwed. I love that. Let's have some fun with this one because this is a team that we've talked about a lot, mostly because of all the incestual trading that we've had with them, setting Stafford there, bringing Brockers here, taking Anthony Lynn, or not Anthony Lynn, Brad Holmes from there, bringing him over here. So the L.A. Rams, what is your one word to describe the L.A. Rams?
Imposters.
Ooh.
I mean, that's L.A. in general. 100%.
Fake.
100%.
Right.
I'm going to go with pillowless.
It's true. We got your pillows.
Got your pillows.
got your pillows.
It's like, got your head, got your pillows.
For me, I'm going to go with wishful. That's what the Rams are. They are wishful at this point because what did we discuss earlier on in the show? Yes, Matthew Stafford is a good quarterback, but they are wishing that he is going to be the guy that takes them over the top. And they went all in, man. 2 first-round picks and a third-round pick, plus their starting quarterback who took them to a Super Bowl. They are hoping, wishing, and praying that they can actually get to a Super Bowl. So wishful is what I'm going with. You guys like that?
Yep.
All right. Now let's return back to our division. The Minnesota Vikings. Give me one word to describe the Minnesota Vikings.
Mine's a couple words. I'm going to use hashtag not my cousin.
Not my cousin.
Because Kirk Cousins, I just don't like him. I don't like him. He's too good.
Too good?
Not too good. He's just... I just don't like him.
He's all right. He's serviceable.
Can we hang on though? We didn't take a second to appreciate pillows at all.
Oh.
Like we have to take a second. Those are different pillows.
Those are different pillows. They look just as comfy though.
Those are like the hotel type of pillows that you can't find anywhere except right there.
But can we have a moment?
I gotta talk about that.
You gotta talk about what, Fish?
So I have a pillow which is, I don't know how old, it's a lot old. It's got one side soft, one side firm. I bought my pillow on vacation. My parents made fun of me. I'm like, you don't want to sleep on your own pillow? They're like, hell no. I bought my pillow on vacation. I said, fucking, I'm bringing my pillow.
I'll tell you what, if those were my pillows that Art just had up on the screen, I would be taking them everywhere.
Everywhere.
Would you take that pillow with you, Fish?
You like those pillows, Fish?
I would have to feel them first.
Word that you have for the Vikings, Joey, you said cousinless? Or
Yeah,
not my cousin. Not my cousin. All right.
Bastards.
Ooh.
I don't like them. I don't like anything about the Vikings. I don't like anybody in the division, of course, but yeah. Bastards.
Yeah, I'm just going to go tough. Because the Vikings, to me, are just always tough. Like, I never think they're great, but we always just struggle against them. They're just always tough, and that's where I got to go with this. Dalvin Cook coming back this year, expecting to have another monster year. They drafted Kellen Mond, too, which may push Kirk Cousins to be a better quarterback, and if not, then you move on with Kellen Mond, who seems to be a pretty decent prospect coming out of college. I think they got a steal with that kid. So we'll find out this season what exactly the Vikings are. Moving on to the Eagles. Philadelphia hates their own team. Jalen Hurts is their quarterback. They drafted wide receivers in the first couple drafts. What are you guys doing with this word? Your one word for the Philadelphia Eagles. What do you got?
Circus.
Circus.
That's actually a really good one.
Why do you think it's a circus, Corey?
I mean, they didn't know what to do with their head coach. They didn't know what to do with Deuce Staley. They don't know what to do with quarterback. They just don't know what the hell to do over there in Philadelphia. It's just something different every year, and it's reaching epic proportions now.
Eagles fans are probably my most hated. I don't know why. I just do not like Eagles fans.
Oh, the Philly fans are the worst in general. I mean, they booed Santa Claus.
Yeah.
They threw batteries at another dude.
So let's give